We're looking at an example here for a magic paper. Again, like the previous one, we're going to provide you with 1, 2, 3 examples. You'll notice we place the teacher's name up here at the top. And down here at the bottom, we have what we're going to be working on. Again, what I'm going to do, so you can see this relatively easy, is click on the shape. And I'm going to choose this one because it's the easiest one to work with. And I'm going to place it right here. Then click on the arrow, the shape again, and I'm going to make this a different color. Let's make it red, and I'll make it bold around the outside. Now, remember, if we pull these up, they go behind. So what you want to do is grab the shape, click on the down arrow, and order and send it to the back. And this way, you can move these up to the top, and they'll stay right where they're supposed to be. Now, if you want to group these together, by grouping it, I can hold down my left button and highlight and click on any one of these, and watch what happens. Grouping, group. And now if I move this, it all moves together. Pretty slick. Okay, let's look at page 2. On page 2, you'll notice, well, we have what are they worth. Here's a penny, here's a nickel, here's a dime. Now you'll notice these are not connected, so what I'm going to do is highlight penny and change the size of that font. So you want to make them big enough so people can read it. Make it 28. And repeat the same thing with the nickel, bold, and make it 28. And the last one, oh, gotta move this over just a little bit to get the L. And the dime, we grouped it, and I'm going to highlight and make it bold, and we'll make this one 28 also. Now, click on the arrow, and what we'd like to do here is make these things group together. To do that, I'm going to click on penny, hold down my shift key, click on the actual penny itself, click on the down arrow, and click on grouping, and we're going to group. Now that means wherever you move it, the two move together. Same thing with the nickel. Click on the word nickel, click on the nickel shape, and click on grouping and group it together. Let's do it the same thing with the dime. Click on the word dime, click on the actual dime itself, click on the down arrow, and we are going to group those together. Now let's move that down. And in doing so, we already have what they're equal to, I believe. I'm going to right click and hit set background color. Let's make it white. Okay, we also grouped in equals 1 cent equals 5 cents. You have a hard time reading that, but we'll be able to see that in a second. Let me move these down a little bit further. Now, magic paper can be done in one of several ways. I'm going to click on the shapes, click on this shape because it's the easiest to work with, hold down my left button and highlight just about how long and how large I'd like it to be. Click on my down arrow, or my arrow, click on the down arrow, and what I'm going to do is choose a color. Let's choose green and make it a little bit bolder. Okay, now remember, I'm going to have to change it and set it to the back. Okay, and that way it will work out. Here you go, pennies equal to 1 cent, 5 cents, and 10 cents. But as you can see it right now. Now, since these are in yellow, what you want to do is right click, set your background to yellow. Now you can't see it anymore, and you can just simply very easily pull those down. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's go to the next page. Okay, on this one you notice we have a penny, a pig that we captured from Google, and here is our dime, our nickel, our penny, and our nickel. If you slide this over, it says what they are. 10 cents. Remember, these are already grouped together. Here's 1 cent, and here is a nickel. So those are already grouped together. Now let's look at the last one. This is pretty neat. Here we have a nickel and 2 pennies. These are all grouped together. If you slide this down, slide it over, it's 7 cents. Now the 7, as you can see, is orange, so you can't see it unless you move it on top of the purple. Here we have a dime and 2 pennies. Slide that over and we have 12 cents. Now remember, this is set to the back. So hopefully those make sense. Please make sure your font is the correct size, and that really helps. Now you're only limited by your imagination as to what you want to do here. So if you recall, what we did with this one is we just simply pull this down and you can read it. Over here on this one with the magic paper, you slide these over and you can read it. And with this last one, you'll notice that we have a whole group. We have a nickel and 3 pennies, and you can slide that over here and it's 8 cents. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, make sure you have all these pages before you submit, and make sure the font is large enough where somebody in the back of the room can see it. Thank you.